Christmas in Salem is supposed to be a time of warmth, forgiveness, and miracles, but this year it becomes the backdrop for one of the most unsettling storylines Days of Our Lives has delivered in a long time. At the center of it all are two very different people trapped inside Bayview Psychiatric Hospital. Sophia Choi, a manipulative college student hiding behind a chilling performance, and Rachel Black, an emotionally fragile child desperate to go home. What begins as a quiet friendship slowly turns into something far more dangerous, proving once again that evil in Salem doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it whispers. Sophia Choi's presence at Bayview is not what it appears to be. From the moment she collapsed when authorities began closing in on her, it became clear that Sophia is someone who thinks several steps ahead. Her breakdown looked convincing enough to justify her transfer, but once inside Bayview she perfected the act. She became distant, unresponsive, and emotionally shut down, convincing doctors, staff, and even people who know her well that she was no longer capable of coherent thought. Her behavior during visits from Tate Black and Ari Horton reinforced that belief. She barely reacted, barely spoke, and stared into space as if disconnected from the world. To everyone watching, Sophia looked broken. But Sophia is not broken. She is patient. Bayview gives her exactly what she needs: time, protection, and access to people who are vulnerable. While adults remain cautious, guarded, and difficult to manipulate, a child is something else entirely. That is where Rachel Black enters the story, and where things take a truly disturbing turn. Rachel should never have been in Bayview during Christmas. She is frightened, confused, and emotionally overwhelmed. Being separated from her parents and denied access to her grandmother Marlena Evans and her mother Kristen DiMera has left her feeling abandoned. She does not fully understand why she is being kept there or how long it will last. All she knows is that she feels alone, punished, and forgotten at the worst possible time of year. Christmas magnifies that pain. While other children are at home decorating trees and opening presents, Rachel is stuck in a hospital surrounded by strangers. Sophia notices this immediately. She approaches Rachel quietly and gently, not as a threat, but as someone who understands what it feels like to be trapped. She becomes a friend, someone who listens, someone who seems to care. That bond alone is dangerous, but Sophia takes it one step further by insisting that their friendship remain a secret. She tells Rachel not to tell anyone that they talk, framing it as something special just between them. To a child, secrecy often feels like trust, not manipulation. Rachel accidentally lets the truth slip during a visit with Brady and Tate Black, mentioning her new friend Sophia. Brady is alarmed but unsure what to make of it, while Tate tries to rationalize it away. He suggests that maybe Sophia finds it easier to talk to a child than to adults. On the surface, that explanation sounds reasonable, but the audience knows better. This isn't about comfort or connection. It's about control. Rachel's emotional state makes her the perfect target. She misses her family desperately and believes that Bayview is a prison she may never escape. Sophia understands that fear and quietly feeds into it. She presents herself as someone who knows how to get out, someone who understands the system, someone who can make things happen. Sophia is a college student, older, smarter, and more worldly than Rachel, and that gives her automatic authority in the child's eyes. When Sophia speaks, Rachel listens. As Christmas approaches, the danger increases. Staffing is lighter, routines are more relaxed, and attention is divided. Both Sophia and Rachel are scheduled to remain at Bayview over the holiday, intensifying Rachel's sadness and desperation. Sophia uses this moment perfectly, offering comfort while planting seeds. She talks about freedom, about adventure, about doing something exciting instead of sitting in a hospital on Christmas Day. She likely frames it as harmless fun, maybe sneaking out briefly, getting ice cream, or seeing Christmas lights. To Rachel this sounds magical. To Sophia it is a means to an end. Outside Bayview, other events align in ways that unknowingly help Sophia's plan. Holly Jonas announces that she is leaving Salem to spend Christmas in Paris with her mother, Nicole Walker Brady, and the baby. It's meant to be a joyful trip, a chance to reconnect and celebrate the holiday together. Holly even invites Tate to come along, offering him an escape from the stress and chaos of Salem. For a moment it seems like Tate might go. But he can't. Tate is failing college, and more importantly, something about Sophia's situation continues to bother him. He can't shake the feeling that something is wrong, even if he can't articulate exactly what it is. He chooses responsibility over escape, staying behind to focus on school and keep an eye on the situation at Bayview. Unfortunately, even his instincts may not be enough to stop what's coming. The biggest mistake Salem makes happens when the DiMera crypt kidnapper is revealed on Monday, December 22nd. With the mystery solved and the threat seemingly neutralized, Everyone breathes a collective sigh of relief. Security measures that were once tight begin to loosen, including those surrounding Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree DiMera's baby. The danger feels over. The crisis feels resolved. That false sense of safety is exactly what Sophia is counting on. Sophia likely sees Johnny and Chanel's baby not as a child, but as an opportunity. A baby creates chaos, leverage, and attention. Using Rachel as part of the plan makes it even more dangerous, because no one expects a child to be involved in something criminal. Rachel can move unnoticed in ways Sophia cannot. She doesn't raise suspicion. She doesn't trigger alarms. She looks innocent because she is. Sophia's manipulation of Rachel reaches its most heartbreaking point when she begins to apply pressure. If Rachel hesitates, Sophia doesn't threaten her directly. Instead, she twists the truth. She implies that refusing to help will keep Rachel trapped in Bayview forever. She suggests that adults can't be trusted, that they lie, that they don't listen. She frames herself as the only one being honest. For a child who already feels abandoned, those words cut deep. Rachel doesn't want to hurt anyone. She doesn't want to commit a crime. She just wants to go home. Sophia exploits that desire ruthlessly, turning it into a weapon. Rachel may feel she has no choice but to obey, believing that helping Sophia is the only way to regain her freedom or see her family again. That emotional cornering is what makes this storyline so disturbing. Rachel isn't acting out of malice. She's acting out of fear. If Sophia succeeds, the fallout will be massive. Johnny and Chanel's baby would be placed in danger, Rachel would be traumatized by her role in the crime, and the adults who failed to protect her would be forced to face devastating consequences.